Well, hi folks, Smudge here again. And for those of you that don't know me, my peoples would be Two Family Homestead. And I'm pleased to say that my contract has been extended another year for Monday Night Live to announce our guests. So, coming up tonight, January 1, we are going to have Southern Ark Homestead, Nina Stevens. She's an artist in her spare time. You can see some of the paintings flashing behind me here. But she doesn't limit her artistic abilities strictly to the canvas. I know that she paints on wood and other surfaces as well. As a matter of fact, she created a couple videos on completely painting the outside of a camper. She did it in camouflage and it looks wonderful. So she has a how-to video that explains how she did it, and she used some unique materials in doing this. So for her stencils, and she'll show those here shortly, I'm sure she has these available for sale if you'd like to purchase some. And it just does a fantastic job on the camper, as she's showing you right now. So send her an email, and I'm sure she'll be more than happy to sell you some of these stencils. But it just does a wonderfully crazy job. And we're going to find out about this and other things while she's on the show tonight. And yes, folks, we've had her on the show before. She was the very first guest for our Monday Night Live series. So we thought, what better way to start the year but than to have her again. So Nina, thank you for coming. And we will see everybody Monday night, 9 p.m. The stream will start at 8:57. We'll see you then. Have a great new year. Bye, everyone.
Hi. Hi, folks. How are you? Happy New Year. You can ask me any kind of question you want, because right now, I can't see the keyboard or the screen. So I hope everybody had a wonderful New Year's Eve.
Hey, folks.
This is how we're starting out 2018. This is what Wanda and Danny saw in the fall, not knowing who we were under these heads. Speaking of which, B Lady is in the room, and she says, I know who that is. I turned around and looked at B, and I go, who am I? And then she stuttered and said, I don't know. So, B Lady, who am I? I was hoping that Danny and Wanda would be on right now. I invited them to come at least to see the beginning of our video. This is why. Figured we'd start out 2018 as complete nuts that we are. So we have Simple Rugged Path loves it. We have a wonderful person online tonight. She was our first inductee, culprit. How would you phrase it?
She was the first one willing to take a chance with us.
Yeah, she was willing to take a chance with us. And we have become great friends, even though it's only online. March, that is going to change, because Nina and Backward Ray's Terry are going to Mississippi on March 11. And I don't know if we're going to go or not. I'll see if we can get away with that this time. So, are we ready to bring her out?
Mm-hmm.
Good, because I have to breathe.
Okay.
Okay, folks. Phew. God. It's like
hello.
Here we are. Maybe been better with that. So
Nina,
heads on.
Nina, you're live.
Hey, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Y'all are nuts.
We didn't have a mask for her.
No. We may have to do this we could ring them, and then her and Terry could do this in March.
Well, there was that. Was it a shark mask?
They had.
Well, I'm thinking because of the sushi.
Oh yeah, that would be it. Yeah, shark. We could do that. I can't wait.
Too funny.
I can't wait. That's gonna be so cool. So Nina was our first guest. We went to the Appalachian Conference in Tennessee that Friday. The conference was Saturday. We came home Sunday. Monday night was our very first live stream that we ever did. And Nina was our very first guest. And it has just gone uphill since then. We've had some fantastic people we've met online. We've met in person. What are you doing that I don't know about?
I'm just checking things over. Okay, that's scary. And for those of you that are friends on Facebook, you probably saw my message the other day about Daryl not feeling well. I got the stink eye from him a little bit ago because that post of mine took on a life of its own. He's back to his ornery self. So all is okay here in Ohio. So Nina, the floor is yours. Let's go get him.
Yep, I'm glad you are feeling better, Mr. Miyagi.
Miyagi.
That's the white bond Watt Belf guy.
Yep,
Oh.
Happy New Year, everybody.
That's right.
So I understand you're opening up a side business now on painting trailers, RVs, maybe school buses. Maybe you should, join up with Jeff and them that are redoing the school buses into campers, and you could paint them up.
Let me tell you, that camper kicked my butt. Yeah, but I'm so proud of the way it turned out.
She should come up here and paint our enclosed trailer.
I have a 20-foot enclosed trailer that needs paint.
Yep.
It hasn't moved in 5 years.
It's not as high as a camper.
Goodness. Yeah, it's fat. It's packed full. It's packed full. We've never unpacked it. So if you think you don't need something in 5 years, that means you can just get rid of it, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh my! I climbed up and down that ladder so many times. It was crazy.
Oh, maybe you should have just built some scaffolding around it.
Yeah, but then I would have to stay up there. That would be a problem. Yeah, me and ladders, we don't get along well.
Well, how did you come up with the idea to paint it camouflage to begin with?
Because I wanted to paint it, and I didn't know what color I wanted to paint it, and I was talking with a friend of mine, and they're actually the ones that threw out there, well, you ought to camo it, and I'm like, I can do that. So I just went with it, and I like the way it turned out.
Oh, it turned out wonderful. Now, the one thing that I didn't see you talk much about, just a very little bit, but there was nothing in your instructions, was the deer on the back.
Yeah, that deer was freehand. Yep. Completely original. Because, I've done a deer on a canvas. And the whole camo thing, I got, when I got into it, I was like, I need something to make it original. So I said, I challenged myself with the deer that was on the back of it. And once I started that, I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know. I think I've bitten off more than I can chew. It took me a good few days on that deer.
Now, did you do that with the rattle cans, or did you brush it on, or how did you do it?
Yeah, it's oil paint. I did it with brushes.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
And I'm assuming you signed it. You most certainly should have.
Did I sign it? If I don't, I need to. Good grief. Thank you, JIT.
She could use one of those little what did you call them? The paintbrushes that she was using to add different elements to it.
Oh, stencils.
Stencils. Yeah, she could use a stencil to do her name.
And folks, we will have prices for you. She's running a special pack on the stencils.
Loves Deep Waters. It says she won't talk to me. Are you addressing me? Because I missed your comment. I'm so sorry.
I'll be working for.
I'm trying to keep up with the chat too.
I don't know.
Yeah, if I sign it, I will sign it with my original signature, the way I do my canvas paintings. And it'll be in the signature as well.
Signed him. Right there.
Yep, sure did.
Mm-hmm. That up back there. See it. Here. See?
There.
She painted smudge.
That was fun.
Well, it's a nice little ornament.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Rusty Anderson, what's the crown? Is that a show? Basketball? Football?
Watch,
I'm not familiar.
Prepping? No, neither am I. That's why I go.
Watch The Crown with the wife.
Could be a movie. That's right. He doesn't have any. They are kid-free until Saturday, I think he said. Oh, it's British drama.
Oh.
Not enough American drama here for you? You have to go overseas? Gotcha. We'll see what we can do for you next week, Rusty. We have to get you on here.
And Grandpa's Place is asking, when does swarm season start out by you?
Usually around April, late April, early May, I will start getting calls from the water companies. I'm on call with 2 different water companies, and when they have bees in the water meters, they'll call me and say, we got bees, can you go get them? Because the meter readers, they don't want to mess with the bees. So they'll call me, and I'll have to go get them.
So
yeah, it's pretty awesome. I haven't paid for bees in a while. I just get them. I just wait on the water company to call.
So how many hives do you currently have?
I have 5 hives now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me open up the phone lines here. Folks, if anybody has any questions, would like to say hi to Nina personally, almost, by phone, electronically, personally. The phone line is open, 419-528-8494.
Maria just came in, so the party can now begin.
Okay.
Grandpa's Place, I have a video on my channel. I want to say it was 5 different swarms of bees that I had to go and get, all at the same time. So it's like once it starts, it's all the time. You know, sometimes I get them and I bring them home and they'll leave the next day. You know, sometimes they make it, sometimes they don't. It just depends on the size of the swarm that I get out of the water meter.
You worked with some other utility companies too, didn't you? Or with schools or something?
Yeah, the water meter was at the school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and that one was, I considered that one priority because of the kids that were, it's like in the middle of the courtyard, kind of, sort of like, is where the water meter was located. So you've got kids walking on all sides of that water meter. So I considered that one a priority because of the kids involved. I don't want anybody to get stung, because then the school board would make you, the maintenance men or whatever, they would make them go spray the bees and kill them. So I had to get that one really, really fast.
Well, we have bee ladies in the chat here, and so she's kind of our almost Canada expertise on the bees, and you're kind of almost into the, I don't know, about as far south as you can go, expert on bees. Is there a difference between southern bees and northern bees, besides maybe their accent?
Oh, you think their accent has something to do with it? I'm not sure about that. I don't know. We get bees here so early. They become active a lot sooner than they do up north. So, like, my bees will be flying around, acting all crazy, going back and forth to the chicken house because I have a pool out there, and that's where they go get water. So you can watch them, and they'll fly back and forth, taking water back to the hive. It happens a lot sooner down here than it does up there, I'm sure. So that's a major difference.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just checking on a couple things here.
Okay. I see a question by Grandpa's Place. Have I run into Africanized bees? I haven't run into Africanized bees per se, but I have had hot bees. Hot bees are mean bees. And I talked about that in my video on my bees. Terry, who is backwoods raised, and I were doing a cutout on a guy's shed, and we were trying to get the bees out, and they come after me and attack. So if they're mean, they're hot.
Doesn't sound good at all. Oh.
Yeah, they stick your clothes and everything. It's bad news.
I have noticed that it seems like a lot of people, after they become very familiar with the bees, they don't even wear their bee suit anymore. No.
I'm always gonna wear my suit. Yeah, and I talked about that in the video that I did where I was getting the bees from the water meter from the school, because I was by myself. So, some people may consider it overkill, but since I'm by myself, if I get stung enough, I will pass out. And since I'm by myself, nobody will find me. So I think it's better to be safe,
Oh, yes.
So I always suit it.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what other projects do you have for this winter down your way?
My major thing I want to do is finish my gravel road that goes to my cabin.
Is that something?
Bee lady? Go ahead.
Is that something that you just need some grading done, or you just some rock fill, or?
No, there's been no road back to my cabin, so I haven't been able to get to my cabin with a truck.
Okay.
So I've been, along as I go, I've been having loads of gravel delivered. And then once a load is delivered, I financially, I just do it one load at a time.
Sure.
So when I get a load delivered, then I have to get someone with a tractor to spread that load of gravel. So I pay the guy for the tractor, and then I pay the guy for the gravel, and then I pay the guy to spread it for me. So, then I wait a little longer, and then I do another load. So I'm down to, I think, my last one more load, and I should be able to reach the cabin with my gravel road.
There you go.
So that gives me the capability of driving to my cabin with my truck and not getting stuck. So that's been a major undertaking for me. But I can't take supplies and building material to the cabin until I get the road finished.
Now, is that a swampy area through there, or just you talking just when it gets wet, it gets impassable, or what?
Yeah, it goes down and it gets soft when it rains. Then it goes back up another hill. So getting that road keeps me from being on rough, raw ground with my truck. Yep.
Bandana Grandma is asking, do you know if community mosquito spraying hurts the bees?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Bandana, I have notified the parish here where I am that I have bees and that I don't want this area sprayed. So, and also the power companies, they spray this stuff on the trees that will kind of make the trees die off the power lines. And I've notified them as well. I don't want them spraying on my road.
And B Lady has said, Nina, we have gravel here in our road. Do you find that your gravel is sinking in the dirt?
No, mine's set up solid as a rock, what I've done so far. Yep. So far, all sorts, they've honored my request not to spray. And it's really funny because even when they have the parish tractors that cut the sides of the road, about, I don't know, every 3 months or so, they'll come down my road and cut the grass on each side. So when they get to my house, the people on the tractors, there's a spot in front of my hives that they don't like to go with the tractor because they know that if they get too close to the hives with those tractors, that it will stir the bees up. It's hilarious. Oh my God. I sit at the table and watch them. They come down the road and then they'll go way out and go back around. It's so dang funny. Oh my goodness. I don't say a word. I just, they know.
B Lady wants to know, how many hives do you have? And I think she said 5, B Lady. And how are they doing with the cold?
They're, as far as I know, now I have not opened up the hive since the temperature got so low, but as far as I know, they're all still alive. So, yep. They're doing good so far.
Grandpa's Place said there is a pottery plant in Marshall, Texas. He got loads of crushed and broken pottery for his driveway. $300 a dump truck load.
Okay. Good deal. My gravel's cheaper than that, though, so.
And Kelly is asking, what kind of bee suit do you feel is the best to get?
One without holes.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, if you look on my video, you'll see some spots with duct tape on it. Yeah, you don't want a hole in your suit. That's a bad thing. Yep. There's several different kinds of bee suits that you can get. Breathable ones, to me, the thicker the better. Yeah. I don't like getting stung through them, so.
Yes, bandana. Just one phone call at a time. So right now, nobody's taking advantage of that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Maria to call in. She's a hoot.
Yeah, I wouldn't care if my bee suit was made out of metal. Whatever it takes.
Well, is there a known brand that you prefer, or I know nothing about beekeeping.
No, not really. Not really. I think that I was trying to remember the company that I got my bee suit from, and I think it's called Brushy Mountain Bee Supplies. If you Google Brushy Mountain, BRUSHY Mountain, they have good bee suits, and that's where I got mine.
Where did we? Oh, we saw bee suits and hives at Rural King, wasn't it?
Yeah, because that's where I got my thing to make my.
Yeah, we were at a Rural King and they had them on the shelf.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if they were any good.
Oh wow!
But they had hives, and again, I don't know what kind, but they had hives and pieces of hives and bee suits and.
Yeah. Bee Lady's asking you if you think the head part or veil is the most important part. She said theirs are made for African bees.
Yes, the veil to me is the most important part, because your face and your eyes need to be protected, even if your body is not.
And then Grandpa's asking if you prefer the ones with the fencing hood or the ones with the hats.
Mine has a fencing hood.
I think I'd want electric.
No, the idea is to keep the bees alive, not to shock them.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Hello, this is Daryl. Who am I speaking to?
Well, Daryl, this is Coco. How are you, sir?
Well, hi, Coco. How are you?
We're doing well here. Thank you.
You are
Hello, Nina.
Hey, Coco.
How are you?
Happy New Year, Coco.
I'm good. How are you?
We're keeping warm up here, believe it or not. I know you're down south. Are you hitting some cool temps?
Yeah. Yeah, it's freezing.
Pretty brutal for you, huh?
Yeah, we're not used to it. We're not used to it at all. It's like totally out of the norm.
I was thinking about how hard this has been on everybody down there, your plants, your livestock, and just your infrastructure. You're not prepared for, the brutal temps or the snow or the ice storms or things like that.
Yeah, I actually lost one of my girls today. So.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's my chickens. It's not good. Yeah.
Oh, that's hard. Well, one of my questions I had in the chat, which is speeding along pretty jauntily, I wanted to ask you about your favorite medium to work with when you paint.
My favorite medium is oil.
Oh, it is oils. Okay. I was thinking acrylic, but then I thought maybe you have another one. So your cardinals that you had in the auction, were those oils?
The cardinals that I did were acrylic. I've painted a lot in acrylic, but if I have my preference, it's oil. Yeah.
Okay.
The portraits that I do, I do those in oil. I like that medium better.
My new mies.
Nice vibrant colors.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yep. Well, I will hang up. I want to encourage everybody else to call in. Saul Mariah, I'm tapping your shoulder. I want to hear a little singing, sister. I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, bye-bye, Coco.
Thank you so much for calling.
You betcha. Bye-bye.
Okay, so the phone line is now open again, and my new me, I think.
Mm-hmm.
If If you ring here first, you're in.
Oh, come on, Owen.
I was gonna
Don't
say,
be shy.
we met Owen and his wife.
Hello, this is Daryl. Who's calling, please?
Hi, this is Brenda from My New Me. How are you?
Well, hi, Brenda. We have Nina on the line. Nina, can you hear Brenda okay?
Hey, Brenda, how are you, ma'am?
I'm great, thanks. How are you doing? Sorry, my
I'm
voice is a
doing
little
great.
croaky tonight. I was just going to ask you a quick question about your bees, if you don't mind.
Okay.
How far away from your home do you keep the beehives, and do you have problems with them getting into your home?
You know, it's funny you should say that. They're probably less than 100 yards from my front door.
Oh, well.
And in the summertime, you know, they're on the right side, and my chicken house is on the left side. And they'll go back and forth. Every once in a while, I'll have one take a detour from the path and come see me.
Oh,
So,
I can imagine.
yeah. Yeah, so if I'm in here working, you know, I work from home. So if I'm in here working and I've got this bee coming in here, because my dog goes in and out all day. I leave my front door open a lot of times because she likes to put the UPS man back in his truck. So I leave my... So every once in a while, I'll have one come in here and want to get personal with me. Well, at that time, that one's got to go. He's in my space. Yeah. So they do come inside.
I can understand that.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
At least like one at a time isn't that bad, as long as you don't have a whole hive deciding to, you know, come have Thanksgiving dinner with you or something.
They just come,
Man.
they come in, you know, one at a time. And this is my favorite best friend. Yeah. It's a fly swatter.
Oh, okay. That works. Well, thank you very much for answering my question.
Well, thank you so
You are
much
welcome.
for calling in.
Sure. This is kind of fun. I like this. Thank you.
Oh, glad to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for calling, Brenda. Appreciate it.
Sure. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, and I know that we had another caller that tried to call when...
Yeah, Owen, I wasn't going to say that, but trust me, it was going through my head, but I did say that.
So whoever tried to call that didn't get through could be you right now.
Could be Maria.
Hello, this is
Could be
Daryl.
Owen.
Who am I speaking to, please?
Hello, Mr. Daryl. It's me.
It is.
It's
I think I know
Maria.
this. I think I know this
You
person.
know this person.
Nina, we have...
I don't know if I'm doing this right.
You are doing it just fine.
We've got somebody that used to be the Concrete Kid.
This
I can't.
This young lady was so nervous before she did our live stream. I think she called us every night for a week just to try and calm herself down. We got to be great friends.
What's happening? It's playing twice.
Well, Nina can hear you. Everybody can hear you, so you're on the air.
Yes. Maria, it's so wonderful to talk to you.
Can I hear Nina too, even though I can't see the live stream?
Didn't you hear her?
She just talked to you.
Oh, hi, Nina. It's Maria.
Hey, Maria. It is so good to talk
Hi.
to you.
Same here. I'm excited. I feel like I'm on a game show.
I know.
I'm so nervous. I'm so excited. Okay, I don't know if it's a question, but I have to tell you a quick story, and then could you tell me what happened since you know about bees?
Tell you
Hello?
what happened. What now?
Well, she hasn't
Okay,
asked you
I'm
yet.
going to tell you a quick story, and I was wondering if you could tell me what happened. Okay, let me just tell you the story real quick. So my husband and his coworker were working on top of a rooftop, and there was like thousands of bees and in this nest. But my husband wasn't wearing anything, none of those. He gave all his bee protection suits to his coworker, so he got stung a good 25 times. And then when he got home, he's like massive fever and felt like he needed to throw up. What happened? Besides the fact that he wasn't very bright.
Yeah, well, you know, he's really lucky because that could have been very dangerous. Now, when you get stung that many times, you know, there is a thing. People pay to have bee venom therapy. Believe it or not, it is an actual thing. People will pay somebody to get a bee to sting you.
Good.
The venom, yeah. They say that it's a good treatment for arthritis, but your husband is very lucky because that could have been very bad. The fever and all that is because he got stung so many times. Now, remember that hot hive that I mentioned that me and Backwoods Raised went and got out of that shed? You know, they came after me, and I ran fever for 3 days.
Yeah, that's how long his ran for.
Yeah, but
and
you
he was all
basically get an
swollen up.
overload of venom.
Oh, and it was all hard, like where he got stung, it was like hard.
Yeah, they're called whelps. They put big round
Well,
circles like this big on your
in the
skin.
bottom.
Wow.
How do they crawl up in your like pants and stuff? Because he got them in some weird places.
Yeah. Well, they very well could have stung through the pants. You know?
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
He's very lucky.
What could he have died or something?
If he was allergic, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
But because he only ran fever and he didn't, you know, have an allergic reaction, I would venture a guess that he's not allergic, but I'm not gonna tell you that he's not allergic. I'm gonna say he needs to be careful. Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, I like Googled a place so they could go get the bees, and I said your customer needs to pay to get those removed because you can't go back there. I mean, they actually have footage, like video footage, of the bees, and you could see where my husband drops the phone and he's running around trying to get the bees off of him. It's actually pretty funny. It was funny then, but not the aftermath. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. I can relate.
So then, would you, when you get, like, I've never had bees, and eventually if I do end up getting them, should I just put them, like, far away from the house, like as far end as I can? Or is there a specific place where you place your bees?
I placed my bees the only spot I had available. You know, it doesn't matter where you put bees, they're not gonna stay in one place. So yeah, the best thing is to make sure your husband's not allergic before you get bees. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's a lot of thinking happening because you have to get checked to make sure that you ain't like allergic. So like all the kids have to get tested, or you just kind of wing it. You're like, stand right there, child.
Yeah, I've never been allergic to bees. Now, if you get stung 25 times, you're going to run fever. I'm just telling you, because you have venom from each one of those bees in your body. You know, it's an overload. You're going to run fever.
Yeah.
If you've never been stung by a bee before, you know, I would not say get bees until you know, because anaphylactic shock is serious.
Yeah. Well, I thank God he's fine. He made it through. I think it was like 3 days of fever. It was like 3 or 4 days of fever, and then it took him about 2 weeks to fully recover from it. Like where he wasn't like aching and,
you know, some crazy advice would be go get stung and see what kind of reaction you have. I'm just saying.
I got stung a long time ago in Mexico when we went to stay there for a year. So I know I'm not allergic, but the boys, I think like 2 of them already got stung and they're fine. So I'm just going to wait for one more. I just got to wait for one more to get stung. If he makes it, then we get him bees.
There you go. Yeah,
Eventually.
the price and the benefit of raw, unfiltered honey is insurpassable to me.
The what? I'm sorry?
Insurpassable. It's valuable.
The honey?
Raw,
do you sell the honey or is it just for home?
Do what now?
Do you sell the honey or is it just for home?
I don't sell my honey very much. Very, very few people I sell my honey to. I keep it for myself.
What about the bees wax? Do you use that as well?
I do. Yep.
Oh, nice.
There is. I'm trying to see. I have some right here. Hold on, just 1 second. I'm trying not to cause an avalanche. This is beeswax. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yep.
This is from my hives.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Yeah. When I harvest my honey, I don't have a extractor. You know, the thing you put the frames in and it spins around. I don't have one of those. So when I harvest my honey, I do crush and strain. I crush the honeycomb and strain the honey from the wax. So I keep the wax. And this is what it looks like when it's cleaned.
Well, okay, what do you do with your wax? I know I just paid some money for some beeswax, and I had to get it shipped over to me in Cali for some like DIY projects. So what do you use it for?
I use it in lotion. It's actually called a pain relieving lotion that has beeswax in it, and I forget what's in it right offhand, but it's mentholatum is in there. Menthol crystals, and I use it for a lot of different things. I don't make candles out of my wax. I use it mostly for lotions and soaps and stuff.
Well, so would you have enough, like for you, so do you have enough saved up, like from all the times you've harvested that you have like a ton, or is that like as much as you get for like a season, or how often do you harvest?
Well, I'm supposed to harvest once a year, but this past summer I did not harvest at all because the hives have gotten so full, and they are heavy. So this coming spring, I wasn't able to pick up the hive or the actual box. So this coming spring, I'm going to be trying to set up a top bar hive, which is a different kind of hive. So I didn't harvest anything this past year. The year before,
it's going to be loaded,
harvested
like super loaded.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Would you ever consider selling your beeswax?
I knew where this conversation was going.
I was like, because I'm trying to find homesteaders that sell beeswax. I don't know if the bee lady sells any, but I'm just like, I had to find mine on Facebook. You know how they have that marketplace? And I'm going, I'm pretty sure out of all the homesteaders friends that I have, one of them might have beeswax that I know where it comes from and it's good. And I'm going, okay, we need to have some sort of a board or something where we can go and be like, hey, can I get some beeswax from you? How much would it be?
You know, Maria, that's not a bad idea to start a homesteaders marketplace. That's a very good idea. I had to buy my beeswax at Rural King because I found a recipe online to melt some beeswax with some, I think it has sunflower oil, and rub that into your wooden utensils. That's the only reason I bought my beeswax.
It's more expensive.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of beeswax, not enough to sell. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Okay, Bandana's got a question here. How much honey can you take from a hive without starving the bees? My daughter is...
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
She says her daughter is vegan and won't even eat honey because she's worried about the bees. If the honey is harvested from the hive, your daughter is not going to hurt the bees by eating that honey. It depends on the size of the hive, how much honey you take. It's kind of a guessing game because let me tell you, the first winter, it's probably been 4 years ago. Me and Backwoods harvested too much honey from one of our hives, and that hive we lost over the winter. So it just depends on the size of the hive. If there's a lot of bees in the hive, they're going to need more honey. If there's a few bees in the hive, they're not going to need as much. You know, there's not a set amount that you can take from each hive. It just depends on the size. But if it's already been taken, then, you know, your daughter not eating that honey is not going to help those bees. Yeah, she needs to partake of the goodness.
Amen to that. Well, I'm going to get off the phone here so y'all can answer these questions because there are a few of them right here. But thank you so much, Nina, for your time. I really appreciate it. And to Family Homestead, thanks for having me on. Oh, my goodness. Hi, you two. I love your show.
Well, we love you. We want to have you back on again. So consider that, okay?
That would be fun. Is that people calling in and they have some crazy questions for me, which I probably won't be able to answer.
It would be
all right, Nina, thank you so much. You're awesome.
Thank you.
All right, you take care now.
That was so much
fun.
Bye.
Thanks for calling. Bye-bye.
So much fun.
All right. Well, you know what time it is now, don't you?
It's $2 time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got one of these? Or not even on there. Let me show it. Here we go. $2.
No.
Oh, they don't see that.
Let's see that. Okay. Got a couple rules that we have to have with our trivia game. You can only win once every 4 weeks. You must be the first person to answer the question correctly in the chat window as is received and recorded on the stream here. And you must send us an email, if you would, with your mailing address within 48 hours. You can send that email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com, and we will send you out a $2 bill. So, question number 1. How many colors were used painting the camper? How many colors were used in painting the camper?
God, Maria. Oh, my lordy. That's right, Daniel. You'll get that. You'll get that right one of these days, won't you?
There is no correct answer yet. There we go. Bob Homestead.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Is Bob Homestead eligible?
Yes, he is.
All right.
It's been a while.
Bob Homestead, you are a winner. Please shoot us an email, and we'll get you a $2 bill in the mail. So the answer was 4. And we'll do another one here after a bit.
Oh, my new me does not know what
Awesome.
our $2 is time is for the newbies.
Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and we're not going to ask the question. I'm just running this again so you can see this. We do 2 of these a night. And all it is a trivia question about our guest. These are the rules that we have adopted for this. And if you're the first person to answer the question correctly in the chat, you win a $2 bill. So, I hope that answers your question.
Nina, I just got a message from your son. He said his internet is down.
Yeah, I got it too.
Okay.
So there is a major part of my life missing from the side chat. That's Backwoods Raised.
Yep.
Yeah, he's having internet issues.
Okay. Well, where are we going with this now? Well, I should probably open up the phone line, shouldn't I?
Go ahead.
Well, let me get down here to it.
Yeah, it's fun, my new me. If you get your prize in the mail, I put mine in a frame, so I'm just saying. My couple bucks every once in a while.
Yeah, this last time
Hello,
you got
Daryl.
yours with 2 little hats.
Who am I speaking to, please?
Hello.
Hello, who am I speaking to, please?
Hi, it's Stephen from Browncoat Homestead.
Hi, Stephen. Stephen, you are on the air. Nina, can you hear Stephen okay?
Hey, Stephen, how are you?
Doing great. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
You too.
I had a question. I'm just thinking about starting up doing bees. Any advice for me?
I'm not going to give you the same advice that I got whenever I was thinking about starting with bees, because everybody told me, you'll never make it. You'll never make it. I say get in touch with a local bee club and get you at least 1 hive or preferably 2 and go for it. I don't think you'll regret it.
Okay. Well, that sounds like I'll see what I can find from my area. I live up in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Wow. Okay. Are you close to the bee lady? Finding a local bee club to be a part of, you will learn so much from them, because they have people in the area that have bees, and that way from your area what to look for, what to watch out for.
Right.
It would be a good idea if you're thinking of getting bees to get in touch with them. And hush it, Coco Noel, no ma'am. Get in touch with them and go to their meetings and learn as much as you can. I'm all about learning some stuff.
Yeah, if Bee Lady's still in here, she's in Upper New York, so She may even be able to point you to somebody
Yeah,
in your area, perhaps. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm still learning a lot of the different homesteads. I haven't had a chance to check out hers yet, but that's one of my plans for going through all the different videos through YouTube.
Good for you. That's the way to
awesome.
do it.
That'll take you a couple days.
I know my favorite, and I've been binge watching, has been Rose with Wholesome Roots, and I was glad I was able to help out the the fundraiser you did for her.
Come to think of it, I wonder if you're one of the ones I was looking for. Because you won something, didn't you? If I'm not correct.
I'm sorry?
Didn't you win something from the auction we did?
I donated something.
Okay, that's what it was. That's right. You're right.
The flag.
And that was sent to the cases. That was,
yeah.
I mean, everybody loved that flag. That flag was so cool.
Yeah, I do cross stitch for fun, and I was glad to donate it to him.
It was lovely, and you belong now to a great group of people. The homesteading community is awesome, and
yeah,
we met Rose from Wholesome Roots in Virginia at the Homesteaders of America conference. Wonderful person, just as sweet as she can be.
Yeah, I know I'm looking forward to hopefully getting down to in March.
To
being able to go to East South gathering.
Yeah, March 11th. Yep, Nina will be there. Terry, her son, will be there. We'll be there. Yep. Quite a few. Brenda Duncan's on here. She's going back.
And I heard that the Dining on a Dime and also Living on a Dime, I should say, and also Julie from Dirt Patch.
Dirt Patch?
Yes, she's going to be there.
Aldermans are going to be there? Yeah. Yes.
So, yeah, it's going to be a great place to meet everybody that I've been hearing and seeing on YouTube. So it should be a fun and enjoyable experience. All I got to do is find a way to get down there.
And Stephen, a number of those people that you mentioned, we've had on the show here, so you can just go back through our show list.
Yeah, I've been slowly going through everyone's shows that I've been interested in. The first one I started was Julie at Dirt Patch, and then she turned me on to everyone else from there.
Yeah, she's quite the homesteader, and she's still doing great videos and with a little bit different subjects than what a lot of people do. So
right.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you guys.
Thank you for calling in.
I finally got a chance to see your Monday shows. I've usually been working, so it's been tough to catch them.
Well, I'm glad you got the chance to stop by.
Yes, and I'm glad you had the opportunity to call.
All right. Thank you. You have a great night, and you have a Happy New Year.
Thanks, Stephen.
Thank you.
You take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Before we get another call in, I'm going to jump in here because Miss Nina is holding up a tumbler in her hand, which has her, look at the smile now. She does her Vanna White thing. Which has her logo on it because she just loves sushi. We all know she does. So she has
one of my favorites.
That's right. She has tumblers for sale with her little saying on that, and she also has coffee mugs back there. So floor is yours, Nina. Tell them about it.
Yeah, I haven't decided if I want to sell them. I don't know what to ask for them. I'm kind of undecided about that. I mean, I may sell them if people are interested.
Well, you can ask enough that maybe you could include a a
stencil.
Yeah,
a free stencil with every purchase.
Yeah, put a stencil inside the silver cup.
Oh my goodness.
And there's Daryl, your marketing manager.
There you go. This is one of my cups.
Tell him what it says.
It says I'm in the South where sushi is still called bait. Yes. This is a size of coffee cup that I like. It's 16 ounces. Yes. It's only just the beginning of enough coffee. Yes. And then for those casual coffee drinkers, this one is 12 ounces.
Would I be able to put tea in that, not coffee?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hot cocoa. I'm not the coffee drinker here. He drinks a whole pot by himself.
Yep. And then I have sorry, I'm all over the place. And these are the Ozark Trail stainless steel tumblers.
Oh, those are decent
This one is
too.
Yeah. This is the 20-ounce tumbler, and it says the same thing. And then I have the big one. This is a 30-ounce stainless steel Ozark Trails tumbler, and it has the gasket on the lid.
Mm-hmm.
I think they turned out pretty cool.
I think they did too.
Yep. My crafty moment.
Let's see. Kelly had a question for you. I did see
Okay.
it, Kelly. If I can find it. Maybe.
Yeah, I haven't been able to chat.
I saw one in all caps.
Something about wax, maybe?
Yeah, it was about wax.
Yeah, the big Kahuna 30-ouncer. That's right, Coco.
Mine's a 32-ouncer. Isn't it always when you want to find something, you can never do it?
Well, whoever asked the question that we didn't get asked, if you just type it back in, please.
I found it, Kelly. How much honey do you filter out beeswax? And she has soft wax with more honey and some with less.
Okay, I can tell you how to do that. But that's a really good idea for a video because it's kind of complicated and it would take me a little while to explain it. If you want to send me an email, though, I will respond and explain to you, and I do it in the oven. I'm all about some ingenuity and using unconventional tools to accomplish the things that I want to do. So I guess to kind of condense how I clean my honey, I take a glass casserole dish. The probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 inch deep glass casserole dish. And I fill it about 1.5 inches of water inside. Lay on top of that a rack. Put paper towels across the top of it and put your wax on top of those paper towels in the oven and set the whole thing in the oven. As the wax melts, those paper towels will filter the honey, and it's going to drip down through the rack into the water, and the water will keep your wax from sticking to the casserole dish. And when you're done, you will have clean wax floating on top of that water. Believe it or not, it will work.
Now, you obviously picked that up somewhere.
Oh my Lord, where did I learn that? Do you know I don't remember where I learned that from? But I tried it and it works excellent. That's what this beeswax is from, the casserole dish. When I took it out of the oven and I let it cool, this is what you end up with.
Well, I think you need to do a video on that.
That's a good idea. Yep. That's how I got this plank.
Right after you paint our trailer for us.
Oh, okay.
Nina, just-in-time prepping wants to know how much are you selling the smaller mugs for?
The smaller mugs?
For the Coco, the smaller metal one, or the small coffee one?
The metal tumbler?
The metal tumbler. Okay, I thought it was a regular coffee mug. I'm sorry. So,
I don't know. What do y'all think about $20 for this 20-ounce tumbler? Is that a good price?
Did you hear a ring?
I heard a ring.
Did you hear that?
Oh, somebody texted my phone. Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Multitasking.
Just-in-time prepping. The coffee mug is what they're talking about.
Oh, the coffee mug.
Coco's talking about the metal tumbler,
and just-in-time prepping is talking about the coffee mug. Yeah.
I think maybe the thing to do is you kind of think about it and kind of put some prices together and folks, you're just kind of seeing some one-off samples here of stuff that she's kind of playing with, and it's not really fair. We kind of put her on the spot here. She wasn't intending to market herself. I don't think.
I sort of jumped herself into that.
If you guys are interested, I can think about it.
It all started with the selling the low branches.
Yeah, the stencils.
The stencils. It all started with stencils.
Yeah.
Hey, those are probably $5 a dozen. I can get you all you want. All you want. Just let me know.
Wow. Christy Betts is asking, did you plant special things for the bees to eat? The flowers, clover, whatever.
Yes. And as a matter of fact, do you remember that seed garden box that went around to different channels?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but yes.
Yeah, I think it went from me to Deep South Homestead. I put in that box, I put 2 different kinds of clover, some seeds in that box. Now, I think clover is an excellent thing to plant for bees. And I put some seeds in that box. And I watched Wanda's video on Deep South Homestead, and she claimed the clover. So, clover's a good thing to plant for bees.
Cool.
Yeah.
And Bob Homestead is interested. He wants to know about the air gun you used for your antenna. How did you come up with that idea?
Okay. The air gun for my antenna actually belongs to the local ham radio club. Somebody is blowing my phone up. Okay, sorry. The air gun belonged to the local ham radio club, and I borrowed it from them to shoot the birdie, the little weight thing, up over the tree to put my antenna up. So it belongs to the ham radio club.
That just looks like a modified potato gun. Spud
I think
gun.
it is.
Yeah.
Well, Terry wants one of those.
Do what now?
Doesn't Terry want your potato gun?
Yeah, he wants to make one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he needs to do that.
Yeah, I remember that being said.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Well, folks, it's that time again. So let me get this over here. Okay, real simple rules. You can only win once every 4 weeks. You must be the first person to answer the question correctly in the chat window as it is received and recorded on the stream here at Two Family Homestead. And then please send us your mailing address. Send us an email so we can get your mailing address and mail you your $2 bill prize. So twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com is our email, and get us your what do they call that, snail mail address.
Yeah.
All right. So if everybody's ready with question number 2, maybe I should ask, is there anybody out there that has any questions on how we do this? So everybody's ready. All right, here we go. What is Nina's dog's name? No, it's not spicy.
Oh my goodness.
Finger Lakes Prepper.
Callie.
Mm.
Finger Lakes Prepper.
Yeah, Finger Lakes Prepper.
So Finger Lakes Prepper.
Pancakes.
Yeah, pancakes constantly.
Okay, we have a winner here.
Finger Lakes Prepper. Email us twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Give us your name and address, and we'll get that out this week in the mail to you. Bob, same thing with you.
Okay, and thank you all for playing.
Owen says he has ham radios too. That's cool.
Okay, so folks, the phone line is open again.
Don't know how many thumbs up there are, but you could go ahead and give a thumbs up for Miss Nina. If you can go check out her channel. If you're not subscribed, I suggest you do so. She's some awesome videos.
This is Daryl. Who am I speaking to, please?
Hi, Daryl. This is Owen.
Hi, Owen.
How are you?
Just fine.
How are you? Good. Hi, Nina.
You are live and on the air.
Hi, Nina. How are you?
Hey, Owen, how are you?
I'm good. So, are you a ham radio operator?
I am.
Oh, wow. That's fabulous. I am too.
Are you really? That is awesome.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yep, I have my general license.
Oh, good. That's good. Yeah. I operate mostly on 2 meters at the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's good. Yeah. I'm very much getting into this homesteading, and I like your channel very much.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, that's so sweet.
Yeah. So I watched Homestead, Tennessee, and a couple others out there trying to get some ideas. You know, I'm in Brooklyn, New York, but I have a decent backyard.
Cool beans. That is awesome.
So I
Excellent.
won't take up too much time. I just want to wish you a Happy New Year. And
Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad you called in.
I'm glad I called, too. It's the first time.
Hey, don't let it be the last.
That's right. I was just going to say, make sure it's not the last.
So, okay, so thank you for your time, and it's good to talk to you.
You too. Thank you for calling.
You have a good evening.
You have a good evening, Noah. And thank you for calling.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, the phone line is open again. We had somebody try to call while Owen was on the phone. So I know there's somebody else out there that wants to call.
Excellent. Hey, y'all holla.
Here we go. This is Daryl. Who am I speaking to, please?
Hi, it's the bee lady.
It's the bee lady. Oh, now
what do I have to turn off here? I got my headphones on.
I'm not getting any feedback, but you
sound fine, Dad.
Yeah, you are live on the air.
Hey, Nina. I have a question.
Hey, how are you, the bee lady?
We have the bee people talking.
The bee people, we sure do, don't we?
Oh, no, I'm not talking about bees.
Now, listen here. You bee people, you have to be on your A game now tonight.
No,
Okay,
I'm talking about... No, I'm not talking about bees. I'm talking about her cornbread. No,
Okay.
Nina. That little camp stove. That little camp stove. You know that little camp stove that she used?
Yeah.
Daryl, are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
And
hi,
she's...
Owen. Hey, Owen. Yeah, the little... How can I hear... You know what? What should I... Wait a minute. Should I take my earplugs out?
Why?
Can you hear me okay?
I'll try it this way. So I wanted to know, because I watched it, I really did, but if you're using a... there goes YouTube. Hold on a second. If you're using like a bigger stove, because our stove is bigger than the one you have on there, then how do you regulate the heat and everything? Or did I miss something?
It has a temperature gauge on the front of it, the one that I was using.
Yeah, how do you... Yeah. Oh, so no matter... I could put it on a larger stove and it would only let it get to that temperature?
No, you need it. No, it's not. You can't stop it from rising. That's a good question. But it didn't get too hot to me for my cornbread that I was making.
Yeah, I know. But I like the concept. I like the idea, except, there might be other people in the chat that have like larger wood stoves and they could be wondering the same thing. Bobhead Homestead, I have my sound off. They might have larger wood stoves, and my question is, how do you regulate the question?
The temperature?
I'm looking at the chat. How do you regulate the temperature?
Yeah, I was thinking that if it got too hot, you're watching that temperature gauge on the front of it. If you see it get up to like 300 degrees and you don't want it to get up to 300 degrees, if you open that door, you're going to let that heat out and it's going to drop the temperature back down. It's not a set it and forget it type of oven. So, I wouldn't recommend putting your bread in there and then going to town. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. If it gets too hot, just open the door and let some heat out.
Oh, Kelly, but Kelly, if you're using your damper, you're turning your stove down. That's your heat, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what she means there. A small fire. There are no small fires up here, Finger Lakes Prepper. It's like 80 degrees below zero. We're not using any small fires, but I guess.
You're talking about the oven itself, am I right?
Yeah, open the oven and do it that way. Yeah, that's a good idea. And I didn't really see the bottom of that stove. Have you ever used it outside, like on a with coals or anything, or just
I have not, but you can. Yeah,
Pardon
you can. You can use. I have not used it over coals, but you can use it.
Yeah,
the bottom
with a grate. Yeah,
of that. Yeah, the bottom of it is metal, so you can put it over any open flame.
That's
you know,
good.
I have a rocket stove that I use at the cabin. You can set it on top of that rocket stove, and it's open flame coming up on the bottom of that oven.
Okay, yeah, because that was, yeah, thanks. Maybe I'll look at those then, look around, because I was thinking of one of those solar stove, the ones that use the sun, and I thought, I don't know, in this kind of snow and stuff, I don't know how effective they would be, so I like the ones, that use the fire. Yeah. Okay, that was my question.
You can't.
That was awesome.
You can't hang up yet, bee lady. Some people want you to hear you sing.
I'm hanging up. Somebody else is trying to call.
Oh, you have to sing.
Hear it? Beep, beep, beep. Okay. I gotta go. Bye.
Thank you for calling.
You're rotten. Yep, sure did. Noah's Ark, we tried. Coco, we tried. She hung up.
Okay, the phone line is open again. If you got any questions for Nina or for us.
How cool. This is so much fun. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Noah's Ark, before we start our live streams, they're usually outside. So with it being nighttime and all, and they don't sleep outside in the winter. Then they don't sleep outside in the summer, but they're inside. So tonight they're being quiet.
That's because they're cooking.
Yeah, we ended up having to get a new pellet stove for the garage. The other one went kaput. And yeah, when Daryl and our son-in-law installed it on Saturday, you went down later on and it was, 95?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great Pyrenees don't like hot weather. They sure don't want a garage that's hot. We're glad you called in too, Owen. It is 10:20. Didn't even realize.
This has been so much fun. Oh my goodness.
Well, bee lady, you have little ankle biters. We don't have ankle biters. we have knee and tummy biters if you want. I mean, Smudge is so big now. When he stands up on his back feet, he's over 6 feet tall.
Oh yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, and he's he's the youngest of them all, and he is the biggest. Yeah.
Yeah, Danny, Deep South Homestead, he's pretty tall, but I'm sure Smudge would look him in the eye.
Mm-hmm. At least. Yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt. And I put on Facebook, I don't know how many people saw it. 4 years ago tonight, is when Daryl took me to look at a Great Pyrenees puppy. One, just to look. We came home with two, at Sassy and Sadie. They were 4 years in November. They were born in November.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I cannot keep up with the chat, y'all. So if I missed anybody, hey. Chat has been flying. I have not been able to keep up with anything. I hope I didn't miss anybody.
B-Lady has a sweater for one of her dogs. Our Daryl's daughter and son-in-law and our little grandson came up Saturday, and they have a boxer. And Scarlett her name is Scarlett, and she has a coat that she wears. Well, boxers hardly have any hair at all, so. Whereas our dogs have double coats.
I also just want to mention, because it's so easy for us to forget and overlook, but the moderators that we have in here this evening and every show, thank you so much. We appreciate all you do.
Oh, Woods News Watch. Hi. Glad to see you.
Hey, Miss Sue, how are you doing? Yes, my name is N.
Eyes of my heart, are you getting, what kind of dog are you getting? A Great Pyr? I would love to have either a full-blood Saint Bernard or a black Newfoundland. But I think somebody would object.
Yeah, my has been going all day long.
Antonian Shepherd.
Daniel, thank you very much. We always appreciate your input on the shows here.
Yeah, where'd we go? Oh, we went to IHOP. Had lunch with IHOP at IHOP. It was last month.
Yeah.
With Daniel. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a shocking computer. I don't know how. Well, not
this
all the
has been
time.
so much fun.
B-Lady, not all of them drool. Not all of them drool.
Well, I think they all do, just different degrees.
Not all the time, though. I mean, Smudge doesn't.
Yeah.
Every now and again, Sam does, and he's Great Pyrenees, so just have something to wipe their mouths off, and some people put bibs on them.
Yeah.
So.
And as Smudge is big enough, you need a beach towel.
Daniel said
right?
it's still shocking. Yeah, you're right, Noah's Ark. That's the dog that Alderman's had. Mm-hmm. We had our first foster dog was an Antonian Shepherd.
Yes,
oh my Lord,
one strong dog.
Put him on the side of the yard before we had all this enclosed. Put him on
a cable.
It was a metal, like an arch that one of the wisteria trees was growing up. He pulled that out of the ground.
And get started.
Yeah, Smudge beach towel. Thank you for stopping getting started on homesteading. Hope you can come back again.
And the phone line's open if anybody feels frisky, wants to call.
Eyes of my heart, how much of a puppy, how old is the one you're getting? Yeah, I think I heard that bloodhounds drool also. You sort of have to wonder what it is, if it's their, because some of them have those, what are they called, loose lips or something when they do that. Right.
Oh my goodness.
Only in my house. Only in my house.
I cannot wait to meet y'all in March. I'm just saying, it's going to be good.
Oh, yeah. I'm so ready. And it's going to be so cool.
I promise I will not have the raccoon mask on.
And he's not wearing shorts and suspenders either.
Oh, my goodness.
Rocky Raccoon, that's us. This is Daryl Raccoon. This is DR.
Yeah.
Oh, Grandpa's
so
place.
Funny.
Oh, you go walking with Smudge and I'm trying to teach him, and instead of me being able to lean into him, which is what I want to be able to do, when he walks, he leans into me.
Holding you up.
He is, yeah, he's holding me up all right. I'm so glad you'll be
Smudge
back this time prepping. Oh yeah, Smudge is like, even when we stop and chat with somebody, that's what he does. He leans into me.
Just in time prepping, you're welcome to come in anytime.
So I have a Santa Claus that's coming to me soon. A Santa Claus present, and it's going to be video that I'm doing in the next week or so. It is going to be out of this world. I'm just saying. I'm just putting a teaser out there for you guys.
Cool. We're ready.
Yes. Hey, country girl. Yep, it's a Santa Claus present. And I'm going to be doing a video on it. I cannot wait. Yeah, pretty major deal for me. So, yeah, I'll keep a watch out for it.
Well, we will do that.
Good night, Daniel.
Good night, Daniel. Stay warm up there. Over there, up there.
It's just a little
there.
bit
Yeah.
east of us. Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Country girl, how are you feeling? Are you over your cold?
I hope so.
Yeah, you're able to talk again. Goodness.
I'm telling you, the advantages of working from home. All you sick people out there, I'm telling you, I don't have any of that. Thank goodness.
Oh, well, Woods Newswatch, we leave all the videos up from our Monday Night Live shows. And as you can see, the chat is embedded in them. So anything you missed, you ought to be able to pick right back up. Just watch the first part of it or skip through different parts or whatever and pick up anything you might have missed. Still can't.
Yeah, that's what's awesome about the chat, staying with the stream. Oh, country girl, you can call and whisper to me.
You can whisper three sweet nothings in her ear.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have a Darth Vader voice?
Bobby Sprinkle.
Hey, Bobby Sprinkle.
He was hiding in there also.
Hi, Bobby.
Oh, I think if you're garlic, now, I'm not the most educated gardener in the world, but my garlic comes back if it dies off. So, I don't know if everybody's does that or if it's just, some supersonic garlic that I got.
Yeah, we plant our garlic in the fall and don't harvest it till mid to end summer. So it almost needs that cold. I wouldn't be afraid of it.
Yeah,
it should be fine.
Yeah.
Country girl's going to call.
I see that.
Yes.
Awesome.
Ooh, minus 10 below.
Where are you at, Woods Newswatch?
Someplace where we don't want to go.
Right? Golly.
Coco, thank you for modding tonight. Oh, if you have it mulched, it should be fine.
It was so good to talk to you.
This is Daryl, and I'll bet this is Country Girl.
It is, if you can hear me squeaking.
Yes, we can hear you squeaking.
Hey,
how are you, Anita? How are you, darling?
I am fine. How are you?
I feel 100% better, and I almost got my voice back, and then this cold snap hit on vacation, and I spent way too much time out in the cold, and now the voice is gone again.
Oh, dang.
But it's just one of those things. But I was so excited to see you on, and I had to call and tell you that I just absolutely love your channel. I watch you all the freaking time. I just wanted to tell you that.
I don't think.
And hello, Sharon.
I don't think you guys are that far apart. How far? How far?
I don't know. I'm in Houston.
Yeah, I was going to say you're in Houston. So, how far is Houston from you, Nina?
Oh, I'm not sure. I think maybe, I don't know. I have to check that, but I'm thinking 6 hours or something, maybe something like that.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that sounds like probably about right. Yeah, so you guys are not.
Yeah, that's not bad. So maybe this summer when it's warmer, because I'm not coming in this cold, but maybe when it's warmer, I'll just come up and see you.
Yeah, don't bring your germs over here to me. Just saying.
I will be healthy at the time, okay?
All right.
Yeah. I actually feel fine. I really don't feel bad at all, but and I got all the x-rays back and everything's clear. My chest is clear now, finally, so we're good. It's just getting my voice back.
Cool.
I'm good. So anyway, I don't want to tax it. I just wanted to tell you how much I enjoy your channel, and I really have enjoyed watching you. So.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
That means a lot to me. That means so much to me.
You're a sweetheart, and I learn a lot from you, which is awesome to me. I love to learn, and you teach me a lot of crap, so it's cool. But I'm going to go before I really can't talk. So I love you guys, and I love everybody out there. Nina, you're the best. I love you, babe.
All right. Thank you for calling.
You take care of yourself, country girl.
All right, babe. Love y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bless her heart. Oh, my goodness. I see Grandpa's place has said that I'm 4 hours from him, so I have to be 7 or 8 hours from Houston. I don't know. I'll have to Google it and see. Because I don't even know. Do what?
5.5.
Josh is in the living room. He said 5.5 from Houston. So, okay.
I'm glad to know that was Josh, not Callie, talking to you. Had me worried.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, I
guess I got another watcher on my channel.
Yeah.
Josh boy.
I have a few leftovers from the benefit we had for Wholesome Roots last Tuesday night, and I still have Little Village Homestead crocheted these, and they're messy bun hats. They have holes in the top for your bun, your ponytail, whatever.
It's just to let the steam off.
It's to let the steam off. And there's different colors, and if anybody wants one, email us. Donation is up to you, and whatever you donate, and for the hat, we will of course send to Rose. So just thought I'd spit that out. Yeah, they're nice, Owen.
Cool.
Yeah, they are. And then
thank you, B Lady, for putting links out there.
Yeah, she's just right on it with those links tonight.
Those links.
So you thought those two little hats were pretty cute there, Nina?
Yes. Oh my goodness. And whenever Backwoods came over and he put one of the hats on Matty Joe, oh my goodness, they were so cute. I love them.
Finger Lakes, you take care of yourself.
Yes. Thank you for stopping in.
Yes, Nina is a great lady.
Always good seeing you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, sir.
Owen, just send us an email, twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. I will let you know what colors we have. There are, I think there's 10 maybe left. So there's various colors.
Okay.
Okay, not quite sure what Owen said that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
think that might have been an accident.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
So easy to fat finger. I've done
Oh, yeah. I do it all the time.
Yeah, I've done it.
I mean, look at me.
Yeah. That's okay. Yep.
Remember, it's on the phone, I think, so that's very understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Not a problem.
Wasn't it? Yeah, it was Maria when she was made a mod for one of the channels.
Yeah.
They were talking about some sort of.
Don't only she do it once, she just
Lord.
continually did it.
Yeah. Yeah. Some sort of breed of a chicken or something, and she thought they were just
sex linked.
Yeah, she thought it was sex talk, and she deleted the comment, banned the person multiple times. She was hysterical.
Oh my goodness, that is too stinking funny right there.
Devil's Claw. Woods Newswatch. I've never heard of Devil's Claw. Sounds like something my ex might have had.
Uh-oh. Can you get that, Josh? Thanks. It's the president calling.
Finally, huh? Finally.
So with your camper, is completely painted on the outside now? You got your upper corner done and everything?
Yes, I did. Yep. Whenever I pulled it out away from that tree, I was able to get up to that top corner and get it done. So it's completely done on the outside.
Okay. And so what are you doing on the inside?
It has a soft spot in the floor, about probably this big around, maybe, that's going to have to be replaced. And we got Josh's camper, so we started working on it. So mine was placed on hold. So it's going to take a minute to get to that soft spot. And, you know, I don't know if you guys saw the video that we did on wood for Josh's camper. We printed it. I'm not going to do that on my camo camper. I'm going to, when the floor is replaced and that spot is replaced, I'm going to overlay the entire floor with brown paper bags. It's called the brown paper bag technique, where you tear brown paper sacks. Have you guys ever seen that?
I have, yes. But go ahead and explain it.
Yes. That's what I'm going to do. You Mod Podge the floor and you tear paper sacks, and put them in like a mixture of Mod Podge maybe or Mod Podge and water, and you take that wet paper and you lay it down on the floor, and then you Mod Podge over the top of it and then seal it, and it looks like a marbled effect. And I just think that's so pretty, and that's what I'm going to do to the camo camper. Yep. I have the camo camper. I have Josh's camper. I have my mom's camper here, and then I have my camper that's at the property in Arkansas. That's 4 campers. Can I say I've lost my mind? Yes.
Well, it sounds like you're opening a campground.
Right. Yeah, but I'll never be homeless. I bet you. Yep.
Oh, you can just set them up around your property and just change views every now and then.
Right? Or I could rent them out and not have to work anymore. There you go.
There you go. See, Bandana says she needs to get a camper. Yeah, Woods Newswatch, I think she did an awesome job painting the outside of that camper. I agree.
Thank you so much. It was a workout for this old girl.
Daryl wants to get one.
Yep. It was a workout. I was sleeping with Arthur and Ben every day. Lord. arthritis and being gay. Lord.
Yeah, bandana. That's why Daryl wants to get one. That way we can just, instead of getting a hotel, just
pull into Walmart.
Pull into Walmart and sleep there.
There you go.
What's News Watch? I agree. This is a skinny Nina version.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I agree.
I'm trying.
Yeah, $1,000 a week. Isn't that insane? After 2
Holy
months you could.
cow.
Yeah, after 2 months you can own it.
Yep.
I told Daryl, I said, we can't have a camper, not until that enclosed trailer out in the driveway is gone. Don't have any place to put it.
I was planning on taking the camo camper to the property so I could have extra space up there in case, the kids, any of them wanted to come. They won't be, crowd me. They have their own space.
There you go.
At least until I get the cabin finished.
How big is the cabin?
The cabin is 12.2, but it's got to be finished inside.
Harry said that he's what I am.
Okay. Oh no, he already texted me.
That's what he was texting you about.
Okay. Terry has called and said his internet is not working and he is mad. He can't watch the live stream.
Well, he'll just have to catch it on the rebound.
That's right.
So
I know, right?
We can all go, hi, Spicy. Glad to see you.
Right. Miss you so much.
Wish you could be here.
Right.
Oh, Bandana's going back on the healthy eating wagon.
Yeah,
I have to figure out how to do it.
Kind of fell off the ketogenic wagon myself, due to the holidays, of course, and chocolate chip cookies. So I need to get back on it myself. Yeah.
Even country girls leave us spicy messages, so
There you go.
He'll have something to look forward to. He'll have to go through and see who all said hi to him.
That's right. Yeah, y'all send him a message in the chat and tell him, wish you were here. You don't know what you missed. You're such a bad son.
Yeah, you could have driven to McDonald's and jumped on their internet.
Free Wi-Fi.
Exactly. Golly, no dedication. Yeah, he sent me a text and he said he can't even get on the phone with the people. So they must be having an area problem. So
could be.
It's
Could be. Yeah, there we go. Bee lady. Caps.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, it is 10:46 already. So.
Yeah, I talked to, I think, the dietitian at the hospital, and I forget what we were talking about, but I brought up keto, and I asked her what her thoughts on that. And she said, because I'm diabetic, she didn't think that was one of the best ways to go. So it's like, do I, don't I?
Wrong.
No.
Wrong. As a matter of fact, I work for doctors that are in Ohio. They are in Chillicothe, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
They are getting on the ketogenic bandwagon. Adena is the hospital, and they are getting on the ketogenic bandwagon. So there's more and more physicians that are figuring out that the ketogenic way of eating can fix a lot of problems. And diabetes is one of the main ones.
Yeah.
Which I'm not diabetic, I'm just fat. So
I'm both. Diabetic, thyroid, heart, you name it. I have it. But this one here likes his bread and his white potatoes. So
Yeah, it's a major change because
I don't have to share.
yeah, but I have to make it, so I have to have it in the house.
Well, doesn't mean you have to eat it.
yeah. Oh, that's easy to say.
You have,
Holy cow!
Thank you, Nina.
you have,
Thank you,
you
Nina.
have stuff in here that I wouldn't eat.
You may as well stop before
Yeah, but when
you dig
you're
yourself any
when you're
deeper.
trying to change the way you're eating, let me tell you, you bring chocolate chip cookies in this house, and they are fair game, Mister.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. He goes shopping and he brings a bag of chips.
70 farms in here.
Oh, my tea cake lady. Hi, Sherry. Funny, 'cause
Hey, 7D Farm.
I was going to message her today. See, look, read what Country Girl just wrote to you.
Absolutely. I have absolutely no problem at all. Delivery is fine.
Oh my goodness.
Anybody have a really long-handled shovel?
Oh, Lordy, Lordy.
Raccoon head back on. B-Lady, didn't you win the basket of... Oh, God, here he goes. I don't even have to look. B-Lady, didn't you win that basket of goodies from Sherry?
Well, Sherry knows who this is.
Well, yeah, I know who she wasn't there when you had that on.
Wasn't she?
No, she came later.
Oh, okay.
Nice try, though.
She certainly heard about it.
Oh, I'm sure. Everybody's heard about it. It was all over Mississippi before we left the state. Yep, B-Lady, I thought it was you. Yep. Oh, Bandana, he won't eat oatmeal. He won't touch it. And if you make like not a cobbler, cherry crisp or apple crisp, can't make it out of oatmeal. He won't eat it. Just in time prepping likes your head.
Too funny.
Oh yeah, Country Girl, you definitely did some. You were like me at an auction. They start auctioning. I can't keep my hand down, and I get in trouble. Oh, Brown Coat Homestead, were you here at the beginning of tonight's live stream? When we went to Deep South Homestead first meetup back in the fall, we both had on, because it was close to Halloween time, we both had on animal heads when we walked in. Sherry's been baking and shipping all day.
I'm sorry, Grandpa's Place. I must have missed a question. The chat was moving too fast for me. I'm sorry about that. I think Finite World answered it. It's a low carb, higher protein, moderate. It's actually low carb, moderate protein, high fat way of eating.
Well, have you watched any of Farmer Mima's videos when she was doing, and I'm sure she still is, but when she first started the keto, my Lord,
yeah,
she just skinny mini, definitely skinny mini.
Yeah.
But I just can't twitch my nose and have it happen. Don't know why.
Yeah, she's been doing good with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to get back to where I'm. That's right, Grandpa's Place. Eat the fat on the steak and the skin on the chicken. Yep. I need to get back to it because I was doing good and I kind of stalled
you need
out.
Bacon too.
Oh yeah, yeah, bacon. Yeah.
See, I can do that.
Yep.
I would say pepperoni, pizza. Good to go.
You can't do the pizza, Daryl, because of the dough.
The crust. Make your crust out of cauliflower. And you can do it.
Make it out of what? Make it out of what?
Cauliflower.
What did you say?
Cauliflower.
We have a bad connection here. What did you say?
Cauliflower.
Colored flour.
Deviled
Oh my
crabs.
goodness.
How do you devil a crab? Grandpa's working on the what you kill you eat diet. I don't think so.
So
The only thing I kill around here are stink bugs, and no.
So is it the glutens that you have to get rid of, or what?
No, it's the carbs.
The carbs.
Yeah, you only allowed so many carbs.
And
Yeah.
Is cornbread a vegetable?
Yep. Like I said, I ate that cornbread and loved every bite of it.
Yeah, you can have your breads, flours, pasta. Yeah, potatoes, white potatoes, rice.
Rice.
You're not a rice eater that much anyway.
no.
I mean, more so now than you were 20 years ago, but
So it's burnt French fries.
no, you can't have French fries. There's still potatoes. I think this is a losing cause, Nina.
Yeah. Cauliflower.
I've had that stuff before. I'm not sure how it would be for a pizza crust, but
Yeah, no, I agree. I just can't imagine that as a crust on a pizza.
What's that?
Cauliflower. Cauliflower is a pizza crust.
Yeah, it's you steam it, chop it up, steam it. You mix it with egg and cheese and mix it all up, and you flatten it out, and then you bake your crust.
sounds like the way they make
Then when
sushi.
Sushi? She's going to smack you come March. Trust me. She's going to get you.
Ah, too dang funny. Yep. Hush it, country girl.
Yeah, no, I just read that also. I found him. You lost him. I found him.
Right. Some of us are insulin resistant.
Bandana says that cauliflower crust is mostly cheese. So
I think you're allowed cheese, aren't you? See, I haven't really looked into it. It's like,
Lots of cheese. Yes.
well, I like cheese.
And if you put enough toppings on it, you won't worry about the crust. Just saying.
Yeah, you can have an upside down pizza.
sweet. My mom used
There
to
you
make
go.
those, remember? Sweet potato
Yep.
pizza crust. Sherry, what do you sell
No
at the
potato.
markets? The cauliflower pizza crust, or you make some wonderful.
Do what now?
All I want are Sherry's tea cakes. Oh my God!
You have to squeeze out the fluid.
I nibbled on those all the way home from Mississippi that day.
So sweet potatoes are okay. It's the white potatoes that are no good. Is that right?
Nope.
Don't look at me. I obviously haven't followed it.
So you can't have sweet potatoes either.
Nope.
How about purple potatoes?
No, potatoes is a starch.
So it's the starch they want you to have.
Yeah, it's the carbs.
Woods Newswatch. I could lose a bunch of weight if I started drinking and smoking cigarettes again. Not sure about the drinking, but this one smokes like a fish swims.
I've lost 60 pounds and I'm kind of stalled out. But, through the holidays, I haven't been, sticking to it like I should, because I have all these people around me that want to eat other things. So I'm just saying. I'm going to get back on it and see what else I can do.
Nothing that grows under the ground.
So no onions?
Yeah, so it's white.
Onions, garlic, I would think those would be good for you.
I think you can have very little of those. Yeah. You'd be surprised how many carbs is in kale. Yep. You have to limit the amount of kale.
Shredded cheese.
Yeah.
Too much sugar in the onions.
Yep.
Nothing
You can have some of it, but not a lot.
Too much sugar and onions. I got some onions that I'm not sure they have any sugar in them.
Noah's Ark. We grew kale in the garden this year. I've never grown it before. So I harvested one time and brought it in the house and washed it. And Kaylee put oil and I think sea salt on it. Then we put it in the oven and baked it. And there's I forget what we were making, but there was a video. Because when Kaylee and
the girls were doing
it, and every time when the video was on Kaylee and myself, Celia was going behind her to the stove and taking the kale. She ate it all of it by herself. Celia did.
Oh wow!
She liked it that much.
Bandanas. Some people deduct the fiber grams from the carb grams, and that's called net carbs. Some people do not. That's called total carbs.
Cauliflower pizza crust sells like hotcakes in Mississippi.
Darn.
It just depends on how you want to do it. Whatever way works for you. If you can deduct the fiber from the and then count your net carbs, then go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, Daryl's the pepperoni person. He doesn't want anything else on it. Cheese and pepperoni.
That's good.
Yeah.
And the all-time worst place to get a piece of pepperoni pizza is at Sam's Club.
You know, I've never had it from there.
Oh my gosh, you can lift it up and the grease just
the price is right.
Exactly.
It's a big slice, and you pick that slice up, and I fold it in half so that the cheese is all on the inside, and just hold it up so the point is down, and just watch this puddle of fat just form on the plate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And you can kind of squeeze it out and.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What are your favorite keto recipes?
Keto recipes. You know, I don't eat a lot of complicated food. And I don't eat a lot of, now some people do, mind you, but I don't do a lot of substitute like low carb cookies or low carb bread. If I'm going to eat bread, then it's going to be the full-fledged, all the carbs up in it. But I eat, you know, chicken, bacon is wonderful, bacon. Eggs, you know, stuff like that. I don't do a lot of, I don't like complicated food. Yeah, I can do bacon and scrambled eggs 3 times a day if you let me. And that's why I have chickens that lay eggs for me, because they're expensive.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in our area here.
What was 69 cents you paid last time when you went with?
No, it was
49 cents?
47 cents a dozen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And
That's
and milk was 97 cents a gallon. It's been
Holy
like that all
cow.
summer.
yeah.
So, like I said, I don't know what's going on. I can't argue with it.
Yeah.
Bandana
That's
says
really a good-
Walmart had eggs for 25 cents a dozen today. And it's not this way everywhere.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Golly, y'all are lucky.
At that price, Bandana, you could almost afford to go out and buy freezers to put the milk in and be ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, you guys, you know what? It is 10 o'clock my time,
And you have to
and
go
I
to work
have
in the
to work
morning.
tomorrow.
It was a great evening.
I loved it.
Thank you for starting out our new year.
Yes, thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Right? I have enjoyed this so much.
Yeah, Freaky Geek is 11 p.m. here also. We're Eastern time. She's not.
So,
Yeah, I'm
Folks.
central.
thank you all for coming. We enjoy every one of you in the chat. Bring a friend with you next time. So,
Yeah,
Or,
it's you know, come one, get the other one free. So, yeah.
That's right. 2 for the price of 1.
There we go.
and it's worth mentioning. I think right now, coming up in February, MIgardener is going to be on the show. And if you've not seen his
Awesome.
channel, you need to.
We're going to have MIgardener. We're also having Joel Salatin.
Joel Salton, we're working on the technical end of that, but he's agreed to do the show.
Mm-hmm.
And Off Grid with Doug and Stacy have agreed to do the show. So we've got some great shows coming up this year. And Nina, thank you for starting it all off
Brown coat.
last year and this year.
Brown
Yes,
said they found the beekeepers near them.
that's good. That's good. Christy, we love you having you all here.
So everybody, thank you for coming. We hope to see you again next week.
And
Tomorrow
Grandpa,
night.
that's right, Grandpa's Place. You are. Yeah, I am sorry. Grandpa's Place is scheduled to be on our live stream.
Oh, yeah.
also. Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's right.
when I put the finished screen up, we have
everybody's name.
everybody's name up through I think almost the end of February, if not the end of February. So, again, thank you all for coming, and
Everyone have a happy new year.
I'm forgetting something, and I don't know what it is.
It's about, not to take something with something.
Well, I didn't know if that should be carried. I suppose it could still be carried
Yeah,
out.
well, especially for the new year and
For the
people
new
eating
year,
crab
yeah.
and pork.
Yeah, because we're still in chilly weather times.
Yes,
so.
we are.
So all you people that are medicating from the drugstore or whatever, just be very, very cautious with taking your pills. You want to make sure that you know the results of what happens if you start mixing your medicines. And I can tell you that one thing you never want to mix, you never want to take a laxative and a sleeping pill at the same time.
Oh,
Good night, folks.
Look at the face on Nina.